Oh, oh Lord, let me stop this right now. Because I do not need these cameras going off this whole time. Power. Mute, mute, mute. Mute, mute, mute. Mute, mute. Oh. Mute for an hour. Hey, Deborah. Oh, I need some glasses. I don't got no glasses up here. Oh my gosh, I need some glasses. Good morning, my friend. Long time. How are you? And congratulations. I am so good, Deborah. I am doing very, very well. Thanking God. To God be the glory. He gets all the glory. You know, God is good. But yes, I'm doing well. How are you? I miss our walks. I'll be starting my walks back, Deborah. Um, hey, Drashad, my signal not good? Is it? Let me see. Let me look at one of my other phones. It looks good. Let me see. Yeah, it looks good to me. Oh, I do see it's kind of fading out. It is. Ugh. Okay, let me turn some Wi-Fi's off so it's not so much stuff is connected to the internet. Hold on. I turned some Wi-Fi's off. Is this better? I will be there to cheer you on. Thank you. Yes, honey. I will be starting my walks back probably tomorrow. Um, I got to get back to it because, honey, I have been busy. And when I say busy, I do mean busy. Good morning and congratulations. Thank you, Elaine. Peace and blessings, Tanya and Chad. Congratulations on your union. God bless you always. 313 Detroit. You know, I was just in Detroit this weekend. I just got back today, this morning. Um, but yes, honey, I am like, in a very good place in my life. I said, Erica, hey love. I said, baby, this is my year. You know what I'm saying? Like 2026 just really started off so well, and I can't wait to see what God does in this year. I'm just really excited about it. I'm really just happy to move on to the next level and be able to grow in Christ first and then grow in my marriage because, honey, like we're newlyweds, but baby, we be we be no, that's my husband. I love him like really, really I do. But yeah, so you know, I always feel like I knew how to be a wife because I was always good to the men who I dated. I have a little attitude problem. Don't get it twisted. I have, hey, Catrice, thank you, love. Thank you. I have my little attitude problem because I do sometimes and I still do sometimes, but I try to get it in check. I do. Um, but it's been a great year so far, y'all. And I know I was on Justice Live this morning and she was talking about how I moved in silence. Absolutely did. I am into church this year. Yes, listen, let me tell you, I made this decision last year because it's a lot y'all don't know, but I'm gonna fill y'all in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about business. Okay, so I'm gonna fill y'all in. But I made this decision last year, probably about end of July, August, I want to say. So y'all know. So I was dating one guy, right? So the guy that I'm married to is not the guy that I was dating last summer. He is actually the guy that I used to date a couple years ago. So y'all remember him, right? Y'all remember him, right? So that is who I am married to. And it's like he just like y'all know that's why we broke up, right? Y'all know we broke up because I'm like, I'm not staying with nobody that's not gonna marry me, right? I told y'all this story. I wasn't staying with nobody that wasn't gonna marry me because, yeah, that's what I desire to be. And if somebody want to be with me, they either do that or Get the deuces. You know what I'm saying? So I believe we all women have a look, girl, Catrice. I be having to check mine, dude. I do. Be having to check mine sometimes because sometimes it do get out of hand. But anyway, so to put y'all a little bit in my business, this is not the guy that I was dating last summer. Doing a story time on him. I checked with my husband to make sure it was okay because I didn't want him to feel some type of way about me talking about another man. And he was like, baby, get your money. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give him my money because I know this story time, baby, when y'all hear it, I could not believe some of the things that I experienced with this man. Like, I could not believe the things that I allow myself to go through, things that y'all hear me talk about on this internet all the time, that I literally allow myself, table, that I literally allow myself to go through with that man I dated last summer. Y'all know we dated from December to, like I said, end of July, beginning of August sometime. And baby, I have a story to tell y'all. Like, I literally have a story to tell y'all. But I can't wait to get into this story time because I really want y'all. I want it really to help somebody because all I kept saying is, honey, you 52. Like, you are 52. You going through this at 52? Like, that's literally what I had to keep telling myself. I don't even recognize you, married and all. Oh, but I literally had to tell myself this, and I had to like literally check my own self. But um I'm glad I experienced it because now I can tell it, and now I hope, like I said, it helps somebody. I really wanted to just somebody because maybe at this big age, ain't no way we should be going through the things that I went through with that man. Not at all. But I'm thankful. And it's so crazy because I didn't get back with this guy, my husband. I didn't get back with him until October. So it was nothing like, oh, he was calling me or nothing. I don't know if this was just, I don't know if y'all remember Nikki. I don't think her name Nikki on here. And it's so crazy that this was happening. I don't think her name Nikki. She used to be in everybody chat and just throwing prayers in everybody chat. So I don't know if y'all remember her, but she's still to this day. If y'all go to my Facebook, you will see her on my Facebook, and all she do is put a prayer. She comment too, but every day she sends me a prayer on my post on Facebook, right? So around, I'm gonna say around May, June sometime, she was way back on my pictures with him, with my husband. She was way back on my pictures when we had went on a cruise with Ambrielle and them. She was way back on them pictures, and she was literally putting prayers on them pictures. I'm like, girl, what is you trying to tell me? I never said anything to her, but it was so crazy that how this was happening. I was like, what? And it wasn't one, it was two of them. She put the one when I was laying on his chest and I said, this is my happy place. She put a prayer on that one. And then she put a prayer on one, the little video I made of us on the cruise. She put a prayer on that one. So happy for you. Black love is everything. I'm going on 24 years. Enjoy every minute of it. My husband is my soulmate, and we renew our vows every 5th anniversary and counting. God is good. God is amazing. Charge it to the game abundantly. Hey, boo. But yes, so she was putting these prayers, and I'm like, oh my God, what is she trying to tell me? And mind you, I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, why is she this? At first, I'm like, why is she this far back in my life? But mind you, I'm talking to the guy from last summer. Y'all know him. So anyway, we break up like July. Y'all know, with just to say I moved in silence, I literally moved in silence. Nobody knew I was broke up with him. I ain't tell nobody. We was broke up, like I said, end of July, early August sometime. And then I just moved on. And I stayed peaceful. I didn't date. I didn't do nothing again. I just got into my shell again. Like, girl, it's obviously you. Because, baby, I will check myself real quick. Like, it's obviously you, something you ain't doing right. So you better fix it. You know what I'm saying? And then he emails me, right? This is in October, y'all. Like, this how quick we got married. Like, literally, because he already knew to come correct. Like, y'all see, I had a ring in December. Don't play with me. He already knew to he already knew to come here and correct. Okay. He already knew I wasn't playing with him. So that's exactly what he did. And so I did want to share that part with y'all. I wanted to put y'all in my business a little bit. But yeah, this is the guy that I was with. Y'all know this is our third time around. We dated in 2020. We only dated for like a couple months in 2020. And we dated again in 2021 to 2023. That was, we dated for about a year and a half. It wasn't 2 years because I wasn't gonna let it go that long. But yeah, it was about a year and a half. Because I think we started back dating at the end of 2021 up until 2023. Yep, had to let that go real quick. And then yeah, back in October, and just like that, like we married. Yes, Saret, love will always win. Love will always win. But so yeah, so I said, let me come on here and talk to the people because I looked at my lives. I'm like, oh my God. I have not been live in 2 months. I'm like, why haven't you been live in 2 months? Where is Gamma to show me how to give away these? Because she was telling me, she was like, you know, you can give away memberships on your channel. I was like, how you do that? And I'm on my computer, Gamma. So where you at? Come show me. Sarat, text her, tell her, come show me. I see super chats and super sticker things, but I don't see how I give away memberships. But she told me that I should do that, and I am. So yeah. But I said, let me come live because I haven't been live in 2 months, y'all. I was like, what's wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have had some breaks where I could have came live. I've been busy. I have been very, very busy. You also stated back here 2 months ago, you had a surprise to tell us and never told us nothing. What did I say? Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it, Deborah. That could have been it. That could have been the surprise. So that definitely could have been it because yeah, that was it. But hopefully that was it because ain't nothing else really happened. I ain't did nothing spectacular since, you know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this piece, y'all. When I tell y'all this is the peace I prayed for, this is like I feel like when I asked God for a husband, like I literally was very specific in what I wanted. And when I tell you he's everything I want in a husband, and some, maybe a girl will work when she wants to and when she bored, because a girl ain't paid no bills since October, literally since he been here. Ain't paid a bill, baby. Ain't thought about a bill. You know what I'm saying? And we just got a house, so I just posted the house, but we're not gonna live there, y'all. That's actually an investment property. So we're not going to live there. But I just thought the whole change of name, address thing kind of go together. But yeah, we're not going to live there. We're going to Airbnb it out. It is a brand new construction home. Gamma, how do I give away these things? Because I don't see it. I know you said click on the member on the dollar sign. How do I give away the membership things because I don't know how to do it. But yeah, so yeah, so that the house we just purchased, that house is going to be a investment property. We are going to use it to invest and to earn other income. And I still be working though, y'all. I do. Just because I literally be bored in this house. And I do. And he had told it's so funny because he told my son, he got a funny way of thinking, right? My oldest son. Like, because y'all know my oldest son still live here. And he be thinking he can wash whenever he feel like. And I was like, boy, that like he was like, you can't tell me when to wash. You don't pay no bills here. This is his house. I was like, boy, you gonna get put out of this house if you don't quit playing with me. That's what you gonna do. You gonna get put out. He was like, but he be saying stuff like that because he the same way. In fact, he got into it with my son got a baby too. I can't show him, y'all. He won't allow me to post him. So I just be posting my daughter baby. But he won't allow me to post his baby, which I respect. It is what it is. He's so cute, though, y'all. He's such a cute little chunky little thing. But so because he has a family now, he is about to buy him a house. I didn't see a point in him doing that when he didn't have no kids or nobody. Like, what is you paying rent for? You know what I'm saying? So now that he has a family, he is going to buy a house. But he was telling his girlfriend, he got into it with his girlfriend family because after she had the baby, he allowed her to quit her job and he paid all her bills, her car note, everything. He paid everything. So he paid everything for her. So her mom, he was at their house and her mom was like, "Hey, can I take your car?" And she was like, so my son was like, "You mean can you take my car?" And her mom was like, "What do you? Why I got to take your car?" Because his car was at her house as well. And she was like, he was like, "Nah, I'll talk about that car of hers because I paid the note, so that's my car." I'm like, "Son, you can't." Like me and my kids, we joke like that. Like so, when he was saying that to me about this being his house and not my house, I get it. Me and my kids, hey Sharon Ross, hey, welcome in, love. I totally get the how he joked, you know what I'm saying? But I had to explain to him, son, everybody don't joke like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're not black people. So, you know, and I love Sabrina, nothing against her. I love her, but they not black folks and everybody don't joke like us black folks do. You know what I'm saying? So I said you can't do that to everybody because yes, they took it personal and you know, they take things personal. So I'm like, you just can't do that. Like so I had to explain that to him. He get it now. But like you gotta be careful who you joke with. And you know, sometimes you gotta be careful of your jokes because they can be offensive. And for them, they, you know, they felt offended by my son saying that's his car because he paid a note. But whatever. It was just a joke. So anyway, so yeah, honey, I ain't been doing like nothing. Like I said, I do still get out and work every day, although I don't have to. And it feel good. It feel good not to have to work. But y'all know I am never gonna allow a person to put me in a position where I am totally dependent on them. Not ever in life. Not gonna do it. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you, Boo. I still can't figure this out. Oh, wait. I think I did it. Remember? No, I can't do that. That ain't it. I still can't figure this out, Gamma. I don't know. I know you told me how to do it. Let me hit cancel. Oh no, cancel. Oh yeah, discard changes. Okay. Um, but yeah, you know, life has been, you know, good. I thank God. Like I said, God get all the glory first. I appreciate, you know, all the support that y'all been giving me in my absence. I truly appreciate it. I thank y'all so much. I just, you know, been doing a lot. I've been busy. Your girl has been extremely busy. I got up this morning. I took a shower because, like I said, we got home early this morning. I got up, I took a scroll up, I gave you directions. Oh, I'm so slow. Oh, where are you at, Gamma? I don't see it. I don't even recognize you. I don't see it. Hey, 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 I'm ready. Yeah, I don't see it, Gamma. You probably got to text it to me because it's not in this chat. YouTube probably blocked it, maybe because you were given directions. But you probably got to text it to me because it's not in this chat at all. Probably only you can see it. Yeah, because I don't see it. But oh wait, maybe I can click on her. Um, no, I can't. I can't figure it out, y'all. It's not that serious, but I just wanted to use it. I said, let me come on my computer because Gamma said, yeah, if I come on my computer, I never knew that was a thing because y'all Gamma be on here and she be fine. I swear to God, Gamma and YouTube got a personal relationship because uh, she be knowing how to do everything. Charge to the game said, you haven't missed a thing. Same miserable women bickering at dry bag. And listen, charge it to the game when I drive, I actually do listen. So I have been listening. And like I said, I put everybody on I'm always able to how do I get rid of this? Oh, okay. I'm always able to catch up because I put everybody on like 2 or 3 times. So it plays it really fast. So like I can get through a 2 hour live in an hour. And if I put it on 3 times, I can get through it in 45 minutes. So, it goes pretty fast. So I have caught up and I have been watching and I'm like, ooh. Well, I don't watch everybody. I'm gonna, definitely I don't watch everybody because some people I just can't because yeah, I have to watch what I put in my spirit. So I definitely have to watch what I put in my spirit. So but I have kind of look back on it, and I just been saying I did watch the other day. I was out, nobody else was on, but I did. And I don't normally watch Brittany, but I did watch Brittany, and prayers up to her mom. But I don't normally watch her, but I think somebody shared something about it, and so I got in and I watched it. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you so much. So I did go in and watched it, and that's what prompted me to make that post about the prayers or whatever. Because I did watch her live the other day. Prayers up to her mom. Whatever God has planned, it's always His plan and not ours. And I pray that she make it through. I pray she get to ring the bell or whatever happens. So like I said, I did watch it. I it's funny because the reason I it's so easily for me to listen to Justice and I are a lot alike in a lot of ways. When she say she don't deal with nobody who dogged her family, that's basically how I am. If you dog my kids, talked about my deceased son and stuff like yeah, there's no coming back from that. I don't got no beef with you, but I don't want to sit with you either. You get what I'm saying? Because I know, where you can go. And I've went low too. I take full accountability. I've went low. My went low has always been in retaliation though, because everybody always said, oh, you started with Ross first. I did, but I was doing the same thing that she was doing to Treese, giving her constructive criticism. And she came back calling me names. So then it got ugly. You get what I'm saying? So, prayers up for her as well. I know she hasn't been out here, and I hope all is well because I don't wish ill on nobody because, baby, I believe in karma. I believe in you will reap what you sow. I definitely believe in that. So I don't speak ill over people because, baby, you got to think about things in this way. Just because it don't hit you, it can hit somebody you love. It can hit your children. I mean, it's just so much out here that can happen. And just because you're wishing death on people, death can come in many different forms. It doesn't mean physical death. It can mean death of your career, something that you cherish. You get what I'm saying? It could mean death of your marriage. It can mean death of anything. Like it can all be put to rest. So, you have to be careful of the things that you put out here. You got to be mindful of the things that you say because death doesn't only come in the physical. So wishing death on people is not something is not something that I choose to do. You get what I'm saying? So I may have said things like, if you don't get yourself together, what's up, son? Yeah. Hi, Papa. Hey, fat boy. I wish I could show y'all him, y'all. He's so cute. All right, my son on FaceTime with him. um, but yes, it just can come in so many different forms, and we just really truly got to be careful the things that we let come out of our mouth, the things that we say, even when we're hurt. And that's the thing I really appreciate and love about Justice because I have allowed people to take me there. I can't even lie about it. I have allowed people to take me there. But I've repented from that and I'm healed. You know what I'm saying? So I've repented and I don't think I ever want to go there again. But I will respect that about Justice. She have not allowed anyone to take her there. And that says a lot about her character. It really does say a lot about her character. But yeah, I'm just not willing and it feels good, y'all. Like when I tell y'all, I tell everybody it all started with me quitting my job. Quitting my job, I have not been happier, y'all. Like when I tell y'all I am at so much peace, I am so happy. Like I just be like, Lord, this is just like amazing. You get what I'm saying? And I think it needed to start there. I think for God to really start moving in my life, God knew how unhappy that job made me. He knew how miserable I was at the job. I literally just had this talk with my daughter yesterday, because I was telling her about endurance. I feel like she don't endure things sometimes, and I was telling her that how long I stayed at that job and I endured because I knew I had bills to pay. I knew things needed to be done. So I had to work that job that I hated. And I showed y'all actually a clip of me literally going to that desk and sitting at that desk crying because that was a lot of days that I would literally get to that desk and be like, oh Lord, I gotta do this again, Jesus. And baby, who knew God was gonna show out like this? Who knew? You know what I'm saying? That's why we just got, no matter what it looked like, no matter what the world is saying to us, we literally have to trust God in every single thing. Because when I tell you, yes, Gamma, everything has been happening in divine order. We have to be willing to let go of some things and trust the process abundantly. Yes. And I literally listen. When I tell you, it's definitely been, like Gamma just said, divine order. Like this is all God's plan and purpose. I had to let me out of it. And I said, God, I trust you. Like I literally had to just step away from the things that I wanted, the things that I wanted to do, the things that I thought was good for my life. And I just had to let go and surrender to God. I just had to let go. I had to, because I kept telling myself, Tanya, you tried your way. You did it this way. You did it that way. You've done all of this and it ain't worked. You get what I'm saying? It ain't did nothing for you, honey. You better let God handle it. You literally better, hey, Justice, welcome in. I was just giving you your flowers, honey. You got to go back on it. But I was saying to that point too, now that Justice in the chat, that I relate to Justice a lot. I relate, and that's why I like listening to her. Now we ain't too much agree when she said a person who steals gum and a person who kills somebody is not on the same. They the same justice. It's a different level, but they just one can repent. The killer can repent. I was telling you this in your chat. The killer can repent and completely change his life. But that person who steal the gum, he can still steal gum every day, and he's no better than the killer. You get what I'm saying? That repented and changed his life. But we ain't gonna get into that. I just thought that's the only time I was like, no, Justice, I don't agree. They the same. You was fasting, praying, sacrificing, and look at God. Yes, I was. I said, Gamma, I said, and I'm telling you, I still enjoy doing those things because when I just give it to God, because you can't pray and worry. You know what I'm saying? You can't pray and worry like, oh my God, how is this gonna be? How is this gonna be? And God He knows the desires of our hearts. You know what I'm saying? So if you just give it to God and be like, you know what, God, you got this. I did it. I tried it. It didn't work my way. Let me see how your way gonna go. And let me just not think about it. Let me not forget about it. Let me just live my life to please you. And let's see how things move. And I'm telling you, they literally have just life is just, this is my best year yet. Like, and it's only the beginning. It's literally, we still in February, and this is literally my best year yet. And I'm so thankful for it. I'm just really thankful that I allow God to just move in my life and do his thing and stand on that despite all. And Gamma, I will. And that's why I can't come out here. Like sometimes I be listening to these people when I go back on the replays and I be listening, I be like, oh, I want to say something so bad. But I was like, Tanya, you've been out of that mess all this time. Stay out of it. It ain't your problem, girl. Let God deal with that. It ain't your problem. But I do be wanting to say some stuff sometimes, but I stay out of it. It's not my business. Ain't nobody bothering me, and I'm got to be okay. But I do listen sometimes, and sometimes it gets too much, and I'll tune back out for a while. But I definitely do listen. I want you through your journey. I watched you through your journey, Tanya, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Justice. Thank you. When you learn to be obedient, God will move mountains. Yes, and you know what? Charge it to the game. The one thing I have always been obedient with in God is my giving. but my sacrifices, not so much. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't obedient in my sacrifices. And I kept saying, you know what, Tanya? You think you could just give, and that's what I do. I don't mind giving, and God gonna bless you. No, He needs you to sacrifice some things as well. So that's where I had to get obedient at. I had to get obedient in my sacrifice, and I had to understand. And like I told y'all, oh, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. So I didn't tell y'all yet. So when I broke up with the guy that I was dating last summer, when I broke up with him, I said, I am not having sex no more until I'm married. Like, I refuse to. And when this man came back into my life, that was the first expectation I said to him. I said, we stayed in this house. I meant to do a reel. He stayed in this house because he had just moved out of his house and he came over here. He was staying with his homeboy for like a month and then he came over here. Um, but he was sleeping in the other room, y'all. And I was like, I used to send him, like, I used to start recording and I would be talking to him from my room. And it would just be so crazy because we literally did not have sex. We slept together some nights. We did. That's the honest to God truth. But we did not have sex until we were married. Like, literally. I was like, no, like, I'm not. And he tried a time or two and then he just got literally in alignment with me. He was just like, you know what? He said, you on this journey? I'm gonna do this with you. He said, I'm not gonna tempt you. I'm not. And I used to be like, I used to be in the bed the few times that he did sleep in the bed with me, baby, legs on lock. Like, baby, ain't nothing happening. We're not doing nothing. We're not doing a daggone thing until we're married. And it's so crazy because when we went to get married, he said, you know, um, it's funny because I said you acted like the enemy right now. I said the enemy will try to trick you, and you acted like the enemy right now because he was like, "We got our marriage license, so technically we married." No, we're not. I said, "No, we're not." I said because it has to be official. I said, "So no, we're not." So yeah, no, we literally waited, and then it's so crazy because we didn't even have sex our wedding night, y'all. Like it was just because my family they was there. It was just too busy. It was just too busy. So it's cool though. But I was just very excited that I was able to do that because that is a vow that I had made to God that I would not involve my body. I will keep my body sacred until I got married. And, even if that took a long time, I didn't know God was going to move this fast. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he said he was just waiting on me. he like, I was just waiting on you to get in obedience. You know what I'm saying? I was going to do what I promised you, but I needed you to get into obedience. Okay. I said, okay, God, I hear you. I hear you. So, yeah, I was like, really proud of myself, y'all, because I'm telling you, when I tell y'all that that sex demon be having a hold on me. It literally, well, it used to have a hold on me. It used to have a hold on me, but it doesn't anymore. And I mean, even since we've been married, I see that it's not as strong as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it be sometimes, because I be listening to Tree sometimes too, baby. When she started talking about sex, I be like, I gotta get off here because baby, I can't hear it. Jesus, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. I can't hear about ding-a-ling and yeah, I can't hear all of that. Okay. I didn't want to hear it. I had to, like I said, I had to really submit. And that's what God really requires us to do. And me just going back to church because I never really left church. I just used to listen to it online. But me going back to church and making sure I was present in church was literally a big part of me being able to just set my life the way that I want to go. Because the one thing I noticed, if I listen to church online, I'm distracted and I don't like to be distracted. So I like to really pay attention when I go to church. And it's funny because my son, he noticed that. He was like, yeah, because I was laying in bed probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was laying in bed watching church, and he was like, I was scrolling through my phone. He said, see, that's why you need to go to church, because you just scrolling and you should be paying attention to church. You right, son. I know. I am that person that has to be in church. I was the same way when I did online classes. I don't focus well, okay? I don't focus well. Oh, wait, let me see what I'm going to send y'all, because I want to see how I do this. Go to dollar sign. Yeah, I don't. That's what I thought you said. Hey, all praises to the Most High. Hello, I know that's right, honey. I don't have that, Gamma. It just says super stickers and super chats. It will allow you to give. Yeah, I don't have that option. So, because that's what I thought you said, go to the dollar sign, but it doesn't give me that option. And probably because, girl, I ain't been on here. Probably because I ain't been on here. But I said I got to come live a couple times because maybe last month I didn't even make a goal. I didn't even get a YouTube check last month. I'm like, child, what in the world? It's my first time not getting a YouTube check since I've been out here. But I didn't even make $100 last month. But I know I've been busy. I know I've been doing my own little thing. Thank you, Justice. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. Let me put a like on that real quick. How do I like? Oh, I gotta like it up here. But yes, honey, it's been amazing. Life has been good. Life has been just giving me what I asked, giving me what I prayed for. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about surrendering yourself to God and putting Him first. And baby, when you put Him first, everything else is going to just align. And I literally mean align. It's just gonna go right back to this how I used to be. Like today, we watched service on that service was so good this morning, and I like literally because my husband he go to church with me too, y'all. He go to church with me, and if he don't go to church with me, I mean, if we don't go to church, we watch it online. So I was like making him like he was working this morning. I said, babe, can you do that after church? Because I really wanted him to like hear the service, like literally, because that man works. I think y'all remember me talking about that when I used to date him a couple years ago. That man works 7 days a week. He don't stop, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. That's why I will never be salaried because baby, y'all ain't gonna be having me work like this. Mm-mm. Hey, Tanya, just stopping in to say congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kimma. Thank you, love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you much. And I love you too, girl. And Gemma and Sarat, a few others. I actually meant to call Gamma, Sarat, and Embrielle on my wedding day so that I meant to FaceTime them. I called them the day before. I said, hey, y'all, because they didn't even know. I said, I'm getting married tomorrow. I literally said that. I said, hey, y'all, I'm getting married tomorrow. So I'm gonna FaceTime y'all if y'all would like to attend. And they was like, yes, we want to attend. And listen, let me tell y'all something. I forgot. That's how busy I was. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to text them. So I sent them pictures immediately after. So they been had the pictures, y'all. But I sent them pictures immediately after, and a few other people on here. I think I sent Erica pictures. I think I sent Abril pictures. So yeah, a few other people that but yeah, I sent them pictures, and I said, yes, y'all, married now. I was married. So yeah, that's what it's been, y'all. It's been wonderful. Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. But yeah, we definitely got to get in alignment, y'all, and stop letting this stuff because this stuff gonna be here. And that's another thing that I literally been thanking God for. I heard Justice say this a few times in her live. Thank God I don't have to do this for money. Like I've been missing. I just told y'all I didn't even get a YouTube check last month. But honey, thank God I don't have to do this for money because my life still goes on. I can still do the things I want to do, still do the things I have to do, still do the things I need to do. And now even much more so because your girl ain't got to pay no bills no more. Okay. Y'all know how I told y'all I operate, right? And then oh, I can't wait. I can't even tell y'all right now because I have to make this part of my story time. I wish you many, many more years of happiness. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. But oh my God, like listen, I am gonna say this part. I was the guy that I was dating last summer. I was willing to bend some rules for this man. Things that I have always set in stone. Things that I literally set in stone. I was willing to bend for him, and God was like, baby, I am not about to allow you to settle. This is not what you said you wanted. Thank you. All praises to the Most High. Thank you. I appreciate it, love. But God was like, no, this is not what you told me you wanted. When you pray, honey, this is not abundantly, baby. I can't abundantly know the story. Abundantly know the story. A few of the people know the story. And so this ain't going to be no shock to them because some of the people I've talked to outside of YouTube and I've told them, but baby, I can't wait to do this story time. Like I literally cannot wait to do this story time because what are you, boy? And you know, I take full accountability for me allowing him to do what he did to me, how he treated me, all this stuff. I cannot wait, but I was literally willing to bend the rules for this ninja. You know what I'm saying? Going back on things that I said I would never do, I did. And you know, God was like, yeah, you think I'm about to allow this to happen? You think I'm about to allow you to be in that? Baby, the best thing he could do is take that man away from me. I had a feeling for some reason that you had gotten back with your old boo. Yeah. Oh, Erica, I didn't tell you that part. I did not realize I didn't tell you that part when I sent you the picture. I didn't realize I didn't tell you that part. But yeah, I'm sorry, boo. But yeah, thank you, Naya. And God said no. He sure did. He said no, ma'am. No, ma'am. And it's so funny because when I was telling Gavin of the story, I was like, Tanya, some of the stuff I wanted to tell you, but you know how people be in a relationship and you can't. I was like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta slap people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta slap people. You just gotta slap them. That's it. And who child? Thank God for revelation. Thank God that I'm out of that. Thank God that I didn't go down that rabbit hole and you know, but yeah, thank God for removing him. That's literally all I can say. But I see why his life is what it is, and I'll talk about that in my story time. Um, I've got so many receipts, honey, and yeah, listen, it's like, oh my God, I'm so glad that's over, y'all. I'm like, oh, God is so faithful. He is so faithful. But yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to come on here for a few minutes and fill y'all in because I ain't been live, like I said, in 2 months. When I looked at my last live, I said 2 months. Oh my Lord, what have I been doing? But I have been extremely busy. I have been, you know, knowing I was going to get married, getting marriage license. Tomorrow we got to go update our passports. I got to go. Our official marriage license just came in the mail on Thursday. So we left out of town Friday though. So tomorrow I will go change my last name on my license and update my passport and all that good stuff. Hello, Mrs. Tanya Girl. I don't like he don't care about being online, y'all. He don't mind. But I had to tell him how vicious this internet is because he really don't get it. He like, because I want to do content with him. And I always say, if they dox him, that's going to be a thank you to me because it's going to be like, okay, thank you. Now I can do content with him because that's what I want my content to be. Couples content, because couples content it generates a lot of revenue. So I'm like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to, but if y'all happen to, then yeah, okay, make it happen so we can do content together. Okay, that's what I need y'all to do. Child, you had better stuff going on. I did. Mrs. Tanya, so happy for you, and you were beautiful driving. Alyssa, thank you, Chris. Thank you. I'm so happy for you. You were so beautiful on your special day. Thank you, Naya. Thank you, boo. I tried to just do. It's so funny that y'all. I wasn't going to wear. Thank you, Tips Girl. Thank you, love. God, congrats to you and your husband. God bless. Thank you so much. It's so funny because I wasn't wearing that blue dress, y'all. Let me tell you how that blue dress came about. Because I was gonna wear the black dress. First of all, y'all know I did not want a wedding, right? I never, since a little girl, I remember saying, I don't want a wedding. My family bullied me into all this that happened. My family, they bullied me, my mama and my aunt, those two. They bullied, and my sister. They bullied me into this. I did not want a wedding. I told him, I said, babe, we can go to the courthouse. We ain't got to do all this. We ain't got to do this. Like, this is not what I want. I never wanted a wedding. And that's why I have my cousins getting Dang, you ain't invite us? It wasn't supposed to be this. It wasn't supposed to be this. Like, this is not what it was supposed to be. That's how I end up buying dresses. Because I never even was gonna buy a dress, baby. I was gonna go in some straight, we was gonna go to the courthouse in some leggings and a t-shirt. Like, literally, that's what it was gonna be. I never wanted a wedding, but my family literally bullied me into this, y'all. So when I bought dresses, I said, let me just buy three so I can figure out which one I want to wear. So the blue dress came about because initially I was going to wear the black dress, right? That's the one I really wanted to wear, is the black one. The reason I didn't wear the black one is because they was like, well, we want to dress up. I bought all them the t-shirts y'all seen in that video I made. I bought those t-shirts for everybody. So I said, let me buy t-shirts for everybody. And I wanted to wear the black dress, and they was gonna have on black and white and some jeans. Honey, I got hair in my mouth. They was like, we want to dress up. So I had to change the whole, baby. I was irritated with them folks. I couldn't wait to get back home. I couldn't wait to get away from them. They got on my nerve. My aunt was like, but we're your family and we want to celebrate you. And then my mom was like, I was telling her where we was going to take pictures after the ceremony. I was like, so we're gonna go here because I rented the BMW truck for us. Then I had to end up renting a 15 passenger van for the rest of them. So I'm like, well, after the ceremony, we're gonna go here to take pictures, da 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 da. And once we do that, then we gonna go to once we do that, my mom was like, then we gonna go out to eat. We end up going out to eat. Baby, I can't wait to talk about that too, because my family literally pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie. But we end up going to Benihana's to eat. That's it. And my mom, when I told her we were going to take pictures, well, what about your family? We want to be in the pictures. Do y'all see any of them ninjas in them pictures at the destination that we went to take? No, they was only in the pictures at the ceremony. Y'all could have stayed there. Y'all literally could have stayed there. Like, it was so annoying. Like, I mean, when I tell you, they just literally did too much. Literally did too much. Then we went to Benihana's. Let me tell y'all something. I'm doing content on this too, because I don't care how my family feel, because I've already told them about themselves. Okay. But that bill was almost $3,000. $3,000. I don't know how me and my husband end up paying $1,300 of it, because we only had one drink. I told my family, y'all tacky. Because first of all, my cousin, one of my favorite cousins, she didn't come. She was invited, but she didn't come because she was going on a trip that day. Because when I tell you, all this was like last minute. None of this was supposed to happen. All of it was like last minute. So my cousin, she was like, "Ooh," she was like, "They so lucky I wasn't there, because I would have been like, no, she ain't doing this. This is her day. She ain't doing this. She ain't doing that. She ain't doing." She was like, "No." She said, "I would have made them split this bill." She said, "I would have made them." She said, "Tanya, none of them paid for y'all." I said, "No." I said, "Tracy, no." She was like, "Are you tacky?" I said, "Y'all tacky. Like, y'all literally tacky." Like, first of all, that's another thing. Nobody brought me a gift but my favorite auntie, y'all. Nobody. And I don't expect things. I'm not a person that expect things. You know what I'm saying? But it's tacky. I don't go nowhere empty-handed. Anybody who've ever seen me come to any event that they've given on this internet, I don't go nowhere empty-handed. I just don't do that. And then my oldest granddaughter, y'all know, the one I haven't seen because her mom was mad at me or whatever. She's 18 now. The day that she turned 18, she went to live with my mom. So my mom thinks it's my responsibility to fund her to do everything she needed to do for my day. Mom, what is wrong with you? No, she mad at me right now because she want me. Their flight got canceled going back home. So she was like, so they end up getting on a Delta flight because they was on Spirit at first. So because my mom had to change her flight, because I did pay for her flight there and back, but because their flight got canceled, yes, I got my money back for the part that got canceled. She was like, well, since you got your money back, you should give me my money back for me having to pay. No, I shouldn't. No. So she mad at me right now because I won't give her money back. I said, you should give me her money back. You should give me the money back for her food. Because I wasn't supposed to pay for Megan's food. I wasn't supposed to. It was my day. You know what I'm saying? When I tell y'all they pissed me off, when I told them I'm doing content on y'all, I'm gonna make my money back, okay? I'm gonna make my money back. But yes, they pissed. That bill was $3,000, and I counted all the money that people was giving me cash apps. By the end of the day, me and my husband paid $1,300. How did we do that? How did we come out of $1,300? And it's so crazy because I had to tell him, and we still end up paying. He wanted to pay for. He picked this restaurant because he was like, "Well, I just figured something that everybody will like or whatever." So he picked this. He made reservations and everything for it. Initially, he wanted to pay the whole bill. This was before we got there. And I had to tell him, no, we're not paying that. And so my daughter going to try to convince me, my papa's mom, she going to say, well, Mom, usually when people go to a reception, the food is included. I said, this ain't a wedding. I literally had to tell her, like, this ain't a wedding. This ain't a reception. What is you talking about? This ain't what that is. But I'm going to show y'all this bill, honey. Almost $3,000, and me and my husband paid like, hey, Tilo, but you look beautiful in your dress. Thank you, Gamma. I voted for the black dress, but you wore that blue dress, and I instantly changed my mind. Me and my husband, yes, abundantly. I can see the criquet, but how do two people pay almost half? And listen, that's because they was ordering drinks back to back. Baby, they was lit. They was ordering, and he and I, we only had one drink apiece. Like, I'm like, and I had told them, because you know when you make a reservation, let me tell you, my not my favorite aunt, but my other aunt, right? So when you make a reservation of more people, they charge you by the person, whether you eat or not. You are charged by the person, right? So before we went, I made sure this was okay with everybody because I told y'all initially my husband was gonna pay for everything, and I told him he's not doing that. I said you are not doing that. Thank you, Gilbert. That is so cute. Thank you, Best in Show. So I said, no, you're not doing that. So before we left, I had a group chat with my family. I said, hey, y'all, I said, the restaurant is $85 per person. That includes only your food. Literally, I told them that. You get the Rocky's Choice or whatever other thing you want. Anything additional, sushi, all of that. They was ordering sushi, baby. They was ordering lobster. Baby, baby. So I'm like, anything in addition, you have to pay for, but you get the regular little Benihana thing, the soup, the salad, the cake. And well, actually my cousin that didn't come, the one who said she was gonna bet she would have been regulating everything, she said bet she ordered me a cake. She paid for my cake. I don't know. Congratulations. I didn't know you, and you knew me from a can of paint, but I'm so happy for you. Thank you, T-Love. Thank you, love. But yeah, they made me so mad. And my mama, she mad at me right now because I'm not giving her that money for that flight. Give me her money for the food. Why I gotta pay for her food? Now, my other granddaughter that was here last summer, hey, talk to me. Thank you, love. She is here with me. She came to move in with us, right? My other granddaughter, the youngest one. She here, right? So I had to tell my mama, I said, I have to buy Jada stuff. Why should I have to be responsible for buying Megan stuff? She live with you. She don't live with me. She live with you. But yeah, she just turned 18 and she just went to live with my mom. But yeah, honey, that when I tell you, them folks made me so mad. Them folks made me so mad. And I was just like, I said, it's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned. And him, he tried to see everything in a positive light. Well, babe, we was gonna pay. No, we wasn't. That wasn't the plan. We wasn't. We wasn't gonna. Thank you. Don't do me. We wasn't gonna pay for that. But yeah, I told my family. I said, y'all tacky, like y'all. And I will say, my sister bought me a gift too because I have to post this too. Oh wait, y'all can't see it. So we did get sister tattoos, and she did pay for this. This little tattoo was $100. So I would say that my sister got me a gift too because she did pay for my tattoo. So that was her gift to me. I'm gonna say it was a gift, okay? But yes, honey, it was crazy. So I'm here listening. I watch your replays and shorts all the time. Congratulations, I'm getting ready. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. But yeah, they were so tacky, y'all. They now y'all see why I live in a D, man. Like baby, I had to get away from them folks. They crazy sometimes. I love them, but they crazy. So yeah, it was a mess. But y'all will see all the content I'm about to do on it because baby, I was recording. I'm about to post this dang on receipt. How this bill was this much, and y'all thought y'all. Oh, so that's what I was telling y'all. My aunt. So I told them $85 per person. So my aunt came over there. She said, "Here you go, baby." She gave me $40, y'all. I didn't even say nothing. She gave me $40 and she was like, I only had some rice. Girl, I don't care if you had a grain of rice. I told y'all before y'all came that it was $85 per person. I literally told y'all that. Man, if you're on here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. At least they showed up to the event in spite of they overspent on the food for you. Your husband and them. Don't worry about it. God got y'all for sure. For sure, don't do me. That's how I'm still going. I'm gonna still try to make some of my money back because I'm gonna do content on them, and they already know how I am. That what they gonna do? Get mad? You know what I'm saying? And then my auntie, my favorite auntie, y'all. So she gave me $100, but I had to tell people you have to understand when you have a party that size, gratuity is already included. Taxes. First of all, the gratuity alone was like 400 and something dollars. The gratuity alone was 400 and something dollars. It was 20 of us. So now we got to divide this up. You know what I'm saying? Then the taxes was 200 and something dollars. Like, come on now. My family would have been the same. That's why I stopped hosting anything for their entitled behinds. Yes, and it's so crazy. I was telling my auntie that because my auntie was telling me, I told you y'all, they bullied me into this abundantly. And I think me and you have talked about this before. Grown people know all this. Exactly. Well, my family, Gamma, they don't get out much. So I can't say they do. They don't. That was probably their first time at Benny Hinn. Not my sister. My sister get out a lot. But my aunts, my mom, and yeah, that was probably their first time at being honest. They don't get out a lot. They don't do nothing. But my sister, she knew my sister, she paid her full her because her and her husband was there. She even paid for my daughter that just had a baby. So she even paid for her. But yeah, so my family, they probably don't. But I was telling my aunt that abundantly because she was like, well, I think you should have a reception. I said, listen, this is my day. I don't want to spend it. We going on a honeymoon. We're not taking our honeymoon until next year, y'all, because my son had already planned a cruise. And I told my son this is the last cruise I'm going on because I don't want to keep cruising. I like destinations. But my son had already planned a cruise for all of us in like literally in October when he and I first started talking. So we going on a cruise in May. So I told him we might as well hold plus the house thing, like we really just spending a lot of money. So I said we'll just take our honeymoon next year. Like literally, we'll take our honeymoon next year. But we are going on a honeymoon. But I was telling my aunt, I said, no, I said weddings, receptions, funerals, that's for other people. I can't enjoy the funeral because I'm dead. I don't want a funeral. Don't give me one. I don't want a viewing. I don't want none of that. Don't give me none of that. Just cremate me and throw me in the Caribbean. That's it. So I told my family that. Then and I told my husband that now too. So don't do that. Don't give me no funeral. I ain't playing. I'm gonna come back and haunt you. I'm not playing. But the same thing with a wedding. I told my auntie, I said, this is why I stopped giving my kids birthday parties. I started taking my kids because all my family would come, cousins and all, come and they think because my kids got everything, and that's the way they feel about me. Because I have everything, I don't need nothing. Get me a gift card because I like to shop. You know what I'm saying? So go get me a gift card or something. But baby, nothing. Nothing. Even like I feel like even with my sister got married in 2020. And when I went to her wedding, she lives in Charlotte. I didn't have a gift, but I stopped at Target. I said, oh, I can't go empty-handed. I stopped at Target and get her $100 gift card because that's just who I am. I'm not showing up nowhere empty-handed. I'm not gonna do it. But I was like, these folks, they honey, they just tacky. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I started taking my kids, y'all. I started taking them to destinations. I started taking my kids places because people would come enjoy all this money I done just spent on my kids' birthday parties and wouldn't bring them a gift. So no, we ain't having no parties no more. Y'all ain't gonna enjoy everything we do, and y'all don't get to do nothing. Are y'all going on y'all honeymoon for y'all? And probably so, Gamma. Yeah, likely that's what we're gonna do. My friend didn't want a funeral, donated his body to science, and then they cremated him and gave his spouse the remains, and she paid nothing. The big say yes. When I was in nursing school, because I did go to nursing school and I quit once we had to go view that dead body. I literally quit nursing school because of that. But I saw that, people do get their bodies to science, but we had to they cover their face up though when they get their body to science because they said it may be a relative or something because they don't know whose body they get, but a relative may be a student or something. So their face is covered. We only get to examine them from neck down. But yeah, sad part is we wouldn't do that to them abundantly. Exactly. Wouldn't do that to them. Definitely. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you. Yeah, but Gamma, for me, I don't be expecting things for people. Thank you for putting my cash out, but I don't expect things for people. But my family, I absolutely did. But I knew how they were, so I shouldn't have had an expectation out of them as well because I know how my family is. You know what I'm saying? They really are just tacky like that. That's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I stopped giving birthdays. I stopped doing all that. Now, if I'm gonna do something, and my daughter just asked me that about Papa, his birthday coming up, and Papa do get a lot of stuff though. Papa, every time he have a birthday party, when I tell you his last birthday party looked like Christmas. He get a lot of stuff for his birthday, but she said this year she just want to take him somewhere. Child, I put it in here because I want to. I know, Gab, but no, I really just be. It was actually. I can't even say it was a disappointment because it's something that I expect from my family. So I can't even say, and I tell my kids this all the time, if you have no expectations, you can't be disappointed. I was mad as hell about that goddamn $1,300 though. I can't even lie about that. I was mad as hell about that $1,300. Like, baby, how did I still pay $1,300 for Benihana's? Like, how? You know what I'm saying? Normally I go to Benihana's, I come out of there, bill be about $200-$300. But 13, so the two of us, it should have been about $600. $1,300, baby, stop. But it's all good. Tanya, can you see Heaven Sent? Yes, I did. Now you have skipped my comment too. Oh my God, Heaven Sent. I am so sorry. Wait a minute. Hey, Tanya, I spoke and gave congrats earlier in the chat. You look beautiful and have the eyes mirror. I'm so sorry, Heaven Sent. I am so sorry. Let me go back up and see your other comment. I am so sorry, Heaven. I just love you. I'm so sorry. I know how you feel about you and Boss Lady. Y'all want to see more Papa, and I was telling Boss Lady the other day because she always send me little super stickers on Papa videos, and I appreciate you so much if you listen to Boss Lady. But two of y'all should have been zero. Exactly. It was y'all day. Exactly, Gamma. That's what my cousin said. My cousin was like, "Oh, she's like, God knew I needed to have something planned." She said, because they would have been mad at me. Because my cousin, she is like that. She don't play like that. As soon as she told me as soon as I invited her and she told me she had another vacation planned, because I can't tell y'all because then I'll be telling y'all too much. But she had another vacation planned. She was like, but I'm gonna send you a cake. Like that's literally how she is. Literally how she is. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It happened. It was an expectation. I knew when Papa Mama pulled up the way you dragged him out. It was so funny, girl. Listen, and that's what I was about to say. Heaven, Papa was looking so cute at the wedding. Yes, he was like, I was just so proud of Papa because he took his little job so serious. And my boy was clean. I was like, look here. And he was happy when I took them shiny shoes out. He was like, Nini, these my shoes? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, I'm about to, this is him too. He was like, I'm about to do it. I was was mad I had my camera, y'all. But I was like, this boy is the best. But you haven't said, and Boss Lady, y'all always ask about Papa, but Papa has been very busy. He is into karate now. So he goes to school as well as go to karate on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then he goes with his dad on the weekend. So Papa is far and few in between when he get to come see me. Okay. So he's very, very busy. So when I do get him, I be sure to get a few videos in him. But he goes with his dad on the weekends, and then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And my daughter lives an hour away from me. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, he go to karate. But yeah, we trying to get Papa over here. We trying, but I don't necessarily want it. But my husband feel like you feel, heaven sent, and like Boss Lady feel. You don't think Papa? Because I was with him the last time when I had Papa for that whole year. Me and him was together, so he pretty much helped me with Papa all the time. So now he want Papa over here all the time. Like, you don't think Papa just want to come? No, who want to do all that? Who want to raise somebody else's kids? Baby, them children is grown. They grown and gone. I don't know. No. Like them the type of debates we be having because I be having to tell him my daughter make her decisions because she don't always make good decisions, and that's just her life and whatever. I'm tired of bailing her out. That's what I'm tired of doing. So we have them the debates that he and I have all the time. But babe, what if this? You don't know if this happened. You don't know if you stop talking to me about it. And I just get to ignore him, y'all, because that's how I control my anger because I get to cussing folks out. So how I control my anger is I just ignore it. I just be quiet. So I just get to ignore him because I don't want to hear about it because the decisions that she makes, it's her decisions. Unfortunately, there are children involved, and I just pray that the children are okay. That's all I can do. Is pray that the children are okay. That's it. And that's all. I wish that things could be different, but that's it's yeah. It's too much. So it's the other daughter that got the no, it's Papa's mom. She got two kids now. She shouldn't have had the second one because she shouldn't have had the second one. I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, she got two kids now. She has two of them. But yeah, she got two kids now. So yeah. She got two kids, but my other daughter, she still don't have any kids. She wants some, and she feel the same way. She like, God, just keep giving kids to people who don't deserve them. She was like, I want a baby, and God won't give me. Well, I am Gamma. I'm gonna leave it there. You know what it is, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna just let it go. Okay, I'm gonna let go and let God on that one too. I'm gonna stay in prayer on that one. You know what they say, pray until something happens. So I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna leave it right there. She got two kids. Don't do me. She got two of them. My other daughter don't have any kids, but yeah, everybody got kids except my oldest daughter. But yeah, that's what it's been, y'all. When her brother broke into her, I was so nervous. Wow, that was actually a skit. Heaven sent. She had a scheduled C-section. So I took her to the hospital the next day. So that was actually a skit. So I told her we was going to Target to do that skit, but that was actually a skit. She had a water balloon in between her legs and then she busted it. But that was actually a skit. She had a little pin and she busted it, but she had a scheduled C-section that next day. So we went to do the skit before the C-section because she stayed the night at my house so we could go do it. Tanya, I thought you had one daughter. How many kids in total? Do your husband have any or want any? He doesn't want any, absolutely not. I have four, two boys and two girls. He has three daughters. And I think that's why he's so attached to Papa because he don't have any boys. But he has three daughters. He has an adult daughter and he has an 11-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old daughter. So yes, he has three girls, and yeah, she will be fine. And when the time, the oldest will get her bundle of joy and will be spoiled as ever. Yes, they'll do me. She will be fine. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna let go and let God deal with her. But yeah, I got four, and he has three. But Yep. So that's all that's been going on, y'all. I just wanted to catch y'all up because I ain't been on here in 2 months. When I looked at that, I said 2 months. Oh Lord, so you go live and talk to the people, let them catch them up or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. But let me see if he's back. He had left. That's why I came live too. He y'all know he bought a new car and literally the tire been acting crazy on because it's new to him, but it's a used car, but it's new to him. But he the tire had been doing stuff. Is he back? Oh, he is back. I'm just up here running my mouth. I had to look at the camera to see if he was back, and he is. So I guess I just go to get off of this live now, yeah. Gratitude to all the lighters. Thanks for supporting with the thumbs up. Yeah, thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for coming to hear me rant. That tire acting up because he not driving it. Don't do me. Exactly. That part. We be in the car and listen, when I drive, he be so irritated. He be like, babe, listen this. I be like, bro, I got this. I'm going to drive, okay? I'm going to drive. Like, I can't stand driving slow. Like, it's so crazy because my son, y'all know my son drives trucks, but he has a dedicated route. So his route is done on he come home every Friday and he leave back out on Mondays. Uh I know he don't he be irritated. I know he do be irritated. Girl, he do. He'll be all right though. He'll be all right. But so he be taking my son. He picks my son up. For my son he leave Friday night from his route and he get here. He fly here. Um, and he get here early Saturday morning. So my husband go pick him up, and he was like, my son just be like, man, we is never gonna get where we're going because he drives so he drives so slow. But my husband always go pick him up, and I usually take him. But I'm like, that man, no, he be driving slow, y'all. I'll be like, la, 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 la. When we go on our cruise in May, baby, let me tell you something. I'm letting him drive. I'm gonna just chill. I'm not even gonna drive. We driving down to Florida. I'm not driving. I'm gonna let him drive. I'm gonna go to sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just chill because he be frustrated with me, and I don't feel like him being frustrated with me because we on vacation. So we just gonna enjoy the vacation, and I'm gonna just chill. Okay, that's what we gonna do. uh, Gamma, is she that bad of a driver? Tito, I just don't like. Let me tell y'all how I drive. I don't like to be behind people. Like, I hate being behind people because I be feeling like they gonna stop suddenly. So the only time I drive crazy, Gamma, you know I'm telling the truth. The only time I drive crazy is when I'm trying to get around and get in front of everybody. That's literally the only time I drive crazy because I be in and out of traffic until I get around all the traffic. I hate driving behind people. Like, I hate being, especially I'm doing, oh, I can't stand if somebody pull out in front of me and I'm doing 100 down the highway and you pull out in front of me and do 10, baby, I'll be slapping you. Can't do it. Can't do it. But yeah, y'all, I am going to get off this live. I wanted to come and talk to y'all and, catch y'all up, let y'all know what life been doing. It's been great. Life has been life away. And Lord, do she try to get around. I do be trying to get around. But yeah, life has been life in an amazing way, and I'm thankful. God is still doing exactly what He said He was going to do in my life. And like Emma said earlier, in divine order, God has really showed up and showed out in my life. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the people who threw me a little super chat, super sticker. Y'all are wonderful. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all for liking the live. Thank y'all for just being here, being a listening ear. I appreciate y'all so much. Congrats again. You deserve it all. Do you ever talk to the lady that you gifted the no. Charge it to the game? Why are you trying to keep me on here? No, I actually unfollowed her the time that she said that she texted me and asked me, can she sell the car? But I think that Ambrielle had sent me something about maybe 3 or 4 months ago. She sent me something telling me that the girl don't have the car no more, or something like that. I don't remember the text, but something about it. But yeah, I heard she don't have the car no more, and it kind of is what it is because I in the same token, I was obedient. I did what I thought God told me to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was obedient, but I'd be so mad because like my daughter, Papa's mom, she be having issues with her car. Like she can't drive her car in the rain because the car is just raggedy. But she can't drive her car in the rain. So I like sometimes I do wish that I still had that car so that she can drive it sometimes, especially trying to get the kids around or whatever. Because like I said, Papa do go to karate, and she do have to drive him to school, and she do have to take him to karate 3 days a week. So something that I pay for, because if it wasn't for me, Papa would just be sitting around the house and she wonder why he be into stuff all the time. So I can't tell y'all that a little bit. And I'm like, India, he's a child, he's busy, he has an active mind. Papa is very active, y'all. So I literally told my daughter, like, you have to put him in something. And I told her, find him something to do, and I'll hey, welcome in, love. Hey, so I literally go to karate because I want the idle mind is the work of the devil. You know what I'm saying? And I tell her from my experience with my oldest son, the one that's in prison, my son, Papa reminds me so much of my son, of how busy he is. That's how my oldest son was. And had I had the knowledge that I have today, I would have, or even the support. Thank you, Trozella. Thank you so much. If I had the knowledge and the support, you know what I'm saying, that my daughter has from me and my husband and everybody else, because she has a lot of support. His dad's mom, she has a lot of support. She does. And she just don't utilize it properly. And it literally irritates my soul. But had I had that, I would have made sure my son was into stuff. But I literally worked a lot. I didn't have time to take my son. And I didn't have the knowledge, just to be honest. I didn't have the knowledge that knowing that you have to occupy a child's mind when they're that busy, because if not, it's going to turn into something negative. And that's literally what I had to keep telling her. So I said, find him something to do and I'm gonna pay for it. So she did try t-ball. A lot of stuff was full by the time. So I said, well, take him to karate, and he loved karate, y'all. He absolutely, when he can't go, like one day last week he couldn't go. He literally cried. When he can't go, he cries because he enjoys it. So I'm glad that, she got him something. Yes, all praises to the Most High. Like, literally, thank you, Shalonda. Yes, Papa got to stay busy. He is 50 already, right? He literally is an old man. And I keep telling Gamma, because Papa, y'all, he cuss like a sailor. And I tell my daughter, you can't get mad at him because he cuss because we cuss. You just got to stop cussing. Like, you just got to stop cussing around him. You know what I'm saying? And he don't do it like all the time. But like when he really got to, Papa, when he really got to get his point across, he got to say it with a cuss word. Like literally he do. He have to say it with a cuss word. You be like, boy. But like I told my daughter, you can't get mad at him because she be wanting to whoop him. No, like you got to stop cussing around him. That's it, and that's all. You got to stop cussing around. But I kept telling Gam I'm going to share all the love, because a lot of them I caught on my home cameras and stuff like that. And I'm going to just share them one of these days. And he knows how to cuss right, Gamma. Because I shared Gamma one of them. I shared that with, I'm like, why? I said, y'all come get your nephew. Like, listen. Listen. The boy just be, yeah. So he just need to be, he literally need activity. He need activity because he's a busy child. And it's so funny because in his room, he got an Alexa. So my daughter sent me a video because in his room, the first day of karate, he was so exhausted, y'all. She said he went in there. My daughter said he had on some old school R&B music. He must have told Alexa to play something. And my daughter said she went in his room. She didn't have to tell him to go to bed or that. I said, yes, you have to transfer that energy. So he has too much energy. You have to transfer it somewhere. You have to put it somewhere, because if not, the energy is going to be used negatively. So you have to transfer the energy somewhere. So Child, she got it. I mean, well, he's in karate right now. He's there. Thank God. Thank God the baby is doing something because I needed Papa to do something because he's too busy. But yeah, but I'm about to get off here, y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening to me rant. Thank y'all for the view. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the super chats. Thank y'all for all that y'all done. I appreciate y'all much. Y'all be sure to have a great day.